guys, welcome to Carol's Universe, tarot readings from the heart. So we're going to do your week ahead reading. We are looking at your general life during the week, your love life and also your career. Sit back, relax and enjoy your reading. Hi guys, welcome to Carol's Universe, tarot readings from the heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your week ahead reading. We're doing Monday the 8th through to Sunday the 14th of February 2021. I wanted to show you the cards, the decks that we're using this week. So for the general message this week, we are using the Cosmic Cycles Tarot. For your career message this week via the tarot, we're using the Collider Dope Tarot deck, Colour plus Culture. This is phenomenal. It's done by Crystal Banner, as you can see. It's beautiful. I really enjoy working with this. I've only actually had this deck about a week. I've yet to kind of do a review on the channel. But it's really good. You'll see what I mean when you see the cards that come out. It's just a really exciting and fresh deck, so it's really good. Using that, and we're also using for the love reading this week, your love message for this week, the Modern Love Tarot by Exploring the Many Facets of Love by Ethne. She's a YouTuber and she creates some of the most loveliest oracle and tarot decks you'll ever see. So we're going to use this one for the love reading, and this is expressly a love reading deck, so yeah. Spiritual message this week, guys, we have the Tea Leaf Fortune cards by Ray Hepburn, illustrated by Shauna Alexander. So yeah, these are the decks we have this week. Oh, hi Sagittarius, welcome to Carol's Universe, tarot readings from the heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your week ahead reading. Okay, Sagittarius, welcome to Carol's Universe. We're going to do your reading for the week. Your spiritual messages will be done after we finish the reading. This is the Tea Leaf Fortune cards, and I generally just shuffle each pile and take a card from the top, so we've got 3 messages there. So let's have a look at your general message to start off with through the Cosmic Cycles Tarot. So the Ten of Wands, you know, Sagittarius, and actually this is you, isn't it? This is third decan in Sagittarius, is the Ten of Wands. So this is about perseverance. Sometimes it is carrying a heavy load, but you can see there's nothing too heavy for her to bear. She's working hard, and actually I think that there are 10, I think there's 10 here actually. She's picked one off the top, she's got 9 more to go. So yeah, you may have a little bit of a, I don't want to turn it around to be an uphill struggle, but you know, you've got work to do here with the Ten of Wands energy showing there. Okay, so some of you guys, it may be that you either, the message is to persevere within a relationship, perhaps, Sagittarius, or maybe some of you guys are struggling with a relationship. But I think if it's a message, then the message with the Ten of Wands and the Two of Cups is really to persevere with a relationship with the Two of Cups and the Ten of Wands energy showing it. Because I think it's going to pay off. You've got the Six of Wands. So I think the message this week is it's important to persevere in terms of a relationship or a friendship, because it's going to pay off with the Six of Wands energy showing here. Yeah, I mean, you've got lovely cards. 3 of Cups is union, friendship, people coming together. I think there's so much more to explore within this friendship. If you look at the Page of Wands, it's in Explorer, and if you look at the 3 of Cups, it's friendship. So there's so much more to explore. So persevere within a relationship or a friendship, it's going to pay off. There's so much more to explore within this friendship, Saggies, okay? The career reading, let's have a look. 2 of Coins. Some of you guys are juggling too much. You've got too much responsibility, or you've got a couple of jobs that you're juggling. There's just too much to do. You know, that's usually the explanation for the 2 of Coins and work. You're just juggling too much, too many things going on. The 5 of Coins energy. Interesting. So the 5 of Coins in terms of work is often loss of money, or and also what I'm actually seeing is it depends on whatever it is that the responsibilities you're holding, whether they're actually going to pay off. Or some of you guys may not be being paid enough for the responsibilities that you hold, with the 2 of Coins and the 5 of Coins showing there. Let's have a look. The next one. I think it's time to move. I think some of you guys are not being paid enough. I think the message is you're not being paid enough. 5 of Coins is a hardship. It's less money. It's not enough money. you're not being paid enough for the responsibilities that you hold. Some of you guys are really having to juggle. And actually, if you look at how this picture is drawn of this girl, she looks like she's having to, it reminds me of Temperance in a way, but she looks like she's really having to stretch herself as well. She's stretching. So if I was to riff off that card, I would think that you're really stretching. Some of you got Sagittarius are really stretching yourself in terms of your career. And I feel with the Five of Coins energy that you're not being paid enough to do that. I think some of you guys are really kind of putting the boat out in terms of career. You're really working hard. You're probably taking on responsibilities and saying, yeah, I can do that, I'll do that, I'll do that. But the Five of Coins for me not being paid enough would actually lend itself, Sagittarius, to the idea of not being recognized enough. And some of you guys are not being recognized because you're still out in the cold. You know, you're not being brought in. So some of you guys are probably at a level in terms of your work where you take on all of the responsibilities of perhaps a higher level of worker. So for example, you may be doing the job of this, of the manager when you're actually a secretary, but you're not being paid management wages or middle management wages. You're being paid secretarial wages, okay? You're being left out in the cold. You're not being brought into the circle. And I just feel here that because you seem to be really stretching yourself in terms of career, and you're still not kind of being brought into the fold. You're not being promoted. You're not being given those opportunities. And I think that you're not being paid enough. So it's time now with this Knight of Wands energy to focus on moving to something new. It's time to focus to move. And that is you, actually, isn't it? Knight of Wands is Sagittarius. So, yeah, that's your court card. It's time now to move. It's time to explore something new with this Knight of Wands energy showing here. That brings more money with the Nine of Coins. It's just time to explore something that brings more money. The moon, okay. Interesting when you get the moon showing up in a work reading. This moon is completely dark. I don't see how this represents anything to do with guidance or anything like that. The moon card also means to feel anxious or worried. Okay. Or fearful. So how I'm going to read this is, because I think it's time, I think the message is it's time to move on to something that's more fruitful with the Nine of Coins energy showing there. But also the Nine of Coins does mean being comfortable as well, just being comfortable. And it may be that there are worries about moving out of a comfort zone here. Or we could read it and say, well, the message this week is some of you guys are juggling, doing a lot more than you should be doing in your job, and you're not being paid for it. And some of you guys may be feeling a little bit worried and anxious about that. But if you are, I think the message is to move or to search, because the Knight of Wands, it's ruled by Sagittarius, so that's definitely you. But the Knight of Wands isn't just about a physical move, it's about education and searching and exploring. So perhaps it's time to explore something that does bring more money. Maybe it's just time to start looking for something new. That's what I would say here. So I say that if you're feeling really anxious about not being paid enough or not being recognised enough for all of the responsibilities that you hold, it's time to explore new territories, a job that brings more money and brings more prestige and more recognition. Finally, in terms of love, this week the Sun, positive new beginnings is the Sun energy. Feeling confident, feeling happy about a relationship is the Sun. This is nice energy, actually. The Sun and the Ten of Coins. I feel that the message is that there is that there's a relationship here with this Sun. I'm sorry if you can't see the whole of the card, actually. I don't think you can. The Sun and the Ten of Pentacles here. I think the message this week is that there is, there could also be news of a pregnancy within a relationship here as well. The Sun can be pregnancy, and the Ten of Coins can be marriage or, a stable relationship showing here. So there could be news of pregnancy within your relationship coming in the next few weeks. But I would say also that there is great joy. I think that with the Sun energy being about great joy and happiness, and this being the card of the solid relationship, the message I think is that perhaps in terms of the relationship that you have right now, this is a really good thing. This is something that will bring long-lasting joy. It should do, because you've got the major arcana of the Sun there with this individual here, this King. So if you guys, the King of Swords doesn't have to be a Aquarius Gemini or Libra. But I feel that if you're involved with a King of Swords, and I think that this person, the energy of the King of Swords in a love reading is often somebody who is extraordinarily, they don't always have to be detached emotionally wise, but they're more ruled by their head than their heart. So you may be dealing with somebody, Sagittarius, who is not as, or who does not display passion, or doesn't have a sense of adventure in certain areas of the relationship, being the King of Swords, but is more methodical in terms of the relationship. But I feel that the universe is saying, even though you may have somebody like this around you, you can still experience some long-lasting joy with this individual showing here. Because I just feel that this person, when I look at the King of Swords and the Ace of Swords, it feels like there is honesty here with this person. It feels like this person is just being, they are truly being who they are. I also feel that with the Ace of Swords and this King of Swords, this person is probably your true soulmate, I would say, judging by these other two cards here. Yeah, and you've got the Ten of Cups as well. I just feel that you've got, I feel that you've got somebody true here, and I think that this person is your soulmate, because the Ace of Swords, often when that shows up in a love reading, this is somebody who's a soulmate. This is somebody who is the truth. And I'm getting somebody, this person may not be as exciting maybe as other lovers, Sagittarius. This person may question you quite a bit, this King of Swords. This person may push your buttons quite a bit, with the King of Swords being somebody who's always kind of questioning and asking questions and that type of thing. This person may be, or even they might feel a little bit mundane to you. Because Sagittarians, you like to travel, you like to explore, you like to learn different things. The King of Swords is a learner, but he's not as, I think, creative or even as passionate maybe as a Sagittarian can be. I don't do astrology, but from what I know of Sagittarians, you like to explore different things. You're not afraid of, you know, challenging and exploring and learning a multitude of different things from a multitude of different people. But the King of Swords likes to learn in a far more kind of structured and scientific way, where you're more, it feels like Sagittarians may be more open to things, whereas this King of Swords, even though ruled by Aquarius, which shows a sense of independence and a sense of educational knowledge and that type of thing, he may be more streamlined in terms of things that he wants to find out or learn about, whereas you're more kind of, I'm open up for anything. But I think even in the midst of that I think that there may be between you and an individual here, Sagittarians, a big difference in terms of how you perceive the world and in terms of how you are as people. But I do feel the message is that this is a true relationship. I don't see anything negative in these cards. I think this is a true relationship. I think with the Ace of Swords and the Ten of Cups, this is true. This is a true relationship. The Ace of Swords is the truth. And the Ten of Cups is the, you know, the soulmate card as well. You've got these soulmate energies sitting side by side with this individual. So though they may differ from who you are, Sagittarians, I think that you have a true relationship with this person. And I think that there is a chance for you to have long-lasting happiness with them as well, with that Ten of Coins and the Sun. So let's quickly go through the reading again. And we're going to... and then we're going to get the spiritual message for the week. So first things first, I think, and this area here may be correlating with this area here, especially if you're having doubts about someone. I think that it's important, whatever this is for you, friendship, love, whatever, it's important to persevere within this friendship here. Okay, take things one step at a time. Take it brick by brick, step by step. But persevere within this relationship, because it's going to turn out to be a successful one with the Six of Wands energy. There is so much more to explore within this friendship, I think. The work reading, some of you guys are not being paid what you're worth. Some of you guys are not being recognised for the amount of work that you put in with that Two of Coins and the Five of Coins. And I think with the moon energy, you seem to be... It's almost like you seem to be taking on all the responsibilities without being rewarded properly for it. But I think with the moon energy showing here as well, that you tend to hide your feelings away about that. You tend to worry and you tend to hide. I think I get the impression that in terms of work for some of you Sagittarians, there's a built-up resentment about this. I think if that's the case for you guys, I think what you need to do is you need to explore, with this Knight of Wands, you being the Sagittarius Knight of Wands, it's time now for you to explore, with this Nine of Coins, something that will bring you, you know, far more financial prestige, recognition, And also you need to explore something that brings you a sense of worth, because the Nine of Coins is all about something that brings worth or value. So you explore something that will give you self-value. And actually the moon is also about the self, because it's about the hidden self, and it's like the sun in a way. The moon is, you know, it's all about who you are. And this is, and actually as well, thinking about it, I forgot to mention the word reflect, because that's another word for the moon. So this is something that reflects your own value. When you get the moon and the Nine of Coins, I forgot about that, I just thought about it. The moon is a reflection, and the Nine of Coins is the value. So you need to be exploring something that reflects your own values, or that reflects the value that you hold, or the values that you can give. Because what you're doing, Sagittarians, is you are juggling, taking on more responsibility than you should be in the work that you do, and you're not being paid enough for it. So you need to explore. So there you are, juggling, Two of Coins, taking on too much responsibility in terms of your job. You're not getting paid enough for it with the Five of Coins. You're not being recognised enough for it with the Five of Coins. So therefore, what do you need to do with the Knight of Wands? Knight of Wands is you, Sagittarius, is explore. You need to explore. What do you need to explore? Well, the moon and the Nine of Coins. The moon is reflecting, and the Nine of Coins is value. So you need to reflect. You need to explore work opportunities that reflect the value that you hold. Because remember, you've got the coins around your waist. That's what you hold. That's the value. If it was a necklace, it would be you holding something of value. So you need to explore Knight of Wands, the value. So search for something that reflects the value that you hold as an individual, you know, because you're giving a lot to where you are, but you're not being recognized for it. That's the problem. Let's get the spiritual reading out then. What is the first spiritual message this week for Sagittarians, please? What is the second spiritual message this week from Sagittarians, please? And what is the third? Okay, so let's have a look. First spiritual message this week is Dark Woman. So you could have dealings or relationship with a woman this week with dark complexion or hair, or in the forthcoming weeks. Hat, you will be playing a different role. Okay, so this could be in terms of work. If you are searching for a role that reflects your own values, or the value that you hold as a, you know, as a colleague, as a worker, then you could be playing a different role soon. Broom. New home, new attitude. So there's something about a new home around you and a new attitude coming into play. The universe wants you to know there's something that you need to kind of think about concerning new home and a new attitude, or having a new home, or sweeping something clean will bring a new attitude. You're going to be playing a different role, whether that's in work or in love. And you may have dealings with, or a relationship with a woman with a dark complexion or hair. This could be a black woman, or a, you know, just a dark woman, or somebody with dark hair. All right, that is your reading for the week. Really enjoyed doing that, Sagittarius. Great reading. Like I say, thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe. If you'd like to order your own personal reading, click on the link in the comment section below. Have a great week, and I will see you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.